I'm Dear Darling, I'm Mr. A Button, and let's see what's going on a lovely little island of Fawnhallow today. You might say, what do you mean you missed A Button? Well, you see, I wasn't holding my controller properly, so when I tried to hit the A button, I just missed, and I just hit the pink plastic on my Joy-Con instead. Yeah, that's right. I got the pink and green Joy-Cons that were given away, I don't know, with release of Splatoon 2 or something, and now there's a Splatoon 3? Crazy, isn't it? Wow, how time flies. I don't know what I'm talking about. These ones have tons of Joy-Con drift in them. But anyway, we'll get straight into it once Isabel gives her morning report. Hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 3:28 PM on Friday, April 9th, 2021. Nothing to speak of, or no breaking news today. Not even nothing to speak of. I just filled in her dialogue with a different set of dialogue. Just not unrelated, but completely different in the first place. So yeah, what we've been up to today. Recorded some Chicken Police. Played a little bit of games. Haven't really done any programming. Did a bit of drawing, I suppose. I did the Kukiyomi. I've edited the Kukiyomi thumbnail art video, and it's so short. Anyway, you know Hero. Versatile items are the key to any wardrobe. Who even sent this? Media. And so I sent you this. It's heavy enough to keep you warm, but light enough so you won't be too warm. It'll be useful and stylish throughout the year. Stay warm. I actually think we got this exact letter before, so unfortunately we're going to throw it away, Amelia. Yeah, because it took me about, I can't remember if it's like 20 minutes or half an hour or whatever to do the Kukiyomi one. It's not even good, mind you. The thumbnail art is like the worst thumbnail art I think of all the thumbnail arts. But I just couldn't be able to spend much time on it, to be honest. It's going to be like a 4-episode series, maybe. So, I'm sorry, I was a little bit lazy, but you know, there's not much to go on artwork style with Kukiyomi. It's just kind of like drawing stickmen, I suppose, almost. So it's kind of amusing, and I did it together, and I did like usual speed up, and I was like, okay, with my usual speed up, it's going to be 20 seconds long. Okay, never mind. Let's try and make it a little bit longer. So it's now like it's 2 times slower than the usual art time-lapse video. There's really not much to watch in it, to be honest. It's just an absolutely hilarious one, which I was just watching, so I put like weird comical music over the top, royalty-free, of course, as always, by Kevin MacLeod, because, you know, he's an absolute legend when it comes to royalty-free music. Yeah, that's about it. That's what I did today. Then after this, I guess I'll just be doing more work, and that's about it. It's not really much exciting going on. Well, that's not true. There's some big news which happened recently, which unfortunately was the passing of sorry, Rowan. What was I talking about? I just got lost in the sauce there. Oh, sorry. Unfortunate passing of the Duke of Edinburgh. I was known as Prince Philip. And I suppose if you don't keep up with news, his health had been deteriorating. And he's also quite old at this point. He was 99, so it's unfortunate to hear of his passing. And it was strange because I found out the news from Twitter as I was browsing Twitter, and I randomly got a notification, and it told me that of his passing. And you know, obviously I don't know him very well, and it's always sad to hear someone die. But I thought it was some weirdly dystopian thing where that Twitter sent me a notification specifically for it. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it. And sorry, I'm not sure if I'm making too light of this situation, but yeah, maybe I should just move on from this, huh? Probably for the best. You're not really here to go to the Animal Crossing videos to be reminded of your own mortality. Well, probably, but still. What else was I thinking about today? I was thinking about illusions. I'm not sure why, but it used to be a thing where when I was much younger, I used to always love looking up like all these different sort of illusions and like mind tricks and that sort of thing. I mean, they're kind of interesting. It's weird how your brain just lies to you, like that, you know? You see something, and you're like, oh, it's X, Y, Z, and it turns out, whoa, you're wrong, it's not that. Or it is, well, you know, it's complicated, I suppose. Do we need any of this? We don't need any of this stuff. What do you think is the most famous illusion of all time? I'm going to throw in my first 2 cents. I think it's going to be the 2 faces and the cup illusion. If you don't know it, how? For 1, but 2, you'll be one of today's lucky 10,000, and you can look it up because it looks like 2 faces, or if you look up negative space, it looks like there's a cup in between them. That's probably the most, we're meant to customize our stuff, aren't we? Probably the most famous illusion of all time. I can't imagine many others which would be close to it. I guess one of MCS's works probably could be. I don't know which one would be. Maybe like the Infinite Staircase one. That's not... I don't know, I mean, I guess that's illusion, but it's still like, it feels like a different sort of category in it of its own right. I mean, there's also that MCS one where it's got like the 3 poles, which only connects to like the two-pronged handle thing. Does that make sense? That might not, my description might not make any sense, I don't know. Just search MCS, you'll see it and you'll be like, ah, that one. Probably. Or you might not. You might not know who MCS is. I mean, I barely know who he is in the first place, apart from me drew a load of illusions, which is a very interesting thing to commit your life to, isn't it? So it'll be like, you know what I'm gonna make? I'm just gonna make stuff that's confuse the heck out of everyone. I want people to look at my art and be like, I don't understand what is going on, but not in the way like I don't understand what's going on in like a metaphorical sense. I'd be like, I literally cannot comprehend what is happening. I think that's like a really sort of strong energy you got going on there. Like Chad energy, as you might say, if you were to use internet parlance from about 2 years ago, which is probably about a century in internet civilization terms. If you were going to be a so-called internet historian, but that's not really my grounds to speak about. No, but that sort of energy, you know. I mean, illusions are cool in the first place, and I suppose it's... in the same way roller coasters are fun to, like, scare your brain, I suppose illusions are fun into confusing your brain, and that sort of thing. But there's always a handful of popular illusions you see all the time. There's always that colour one, you know. It's like, oh, these 2 squares are actually the same colour, but your brain thinks they're not, you know. Oh, you know what I didn't think about? I wonder if... how far up the dress is. You know, if you remember what the dress is, it was this ambiguous dress where some people looked at it, it was like, oh, it's a blue and black dress, and some other people looked at it and it was like, it's white and gold. And that's like the first major breakthrough, I suppose. Not breakthrough, I suppose, but major viral image pertaining to one thing being interpreted very differently from 2 different people, because that was the one that blew up in school. I remember the day it blew up in school. I came in school, I was just like, I was either one of the first always normally to arrive to school out of my friend group. So I sat down at our table in this is in sixth form for us. We had our own table. Everyone knew every friend group had their own table or whatever that they always stuck by or place where they sat around, and this is ours. And I sat down at the usual table, was just browsing Reddit, just like, you know, r/all or something. I looked at it, I was like, what the heck's this? And it was like, what colour do you think this dress is? And I was like, I don't know why this is like the most upvoted post in like r/pics, which is, you might be like, why is this in r/pics? And I don't know, to be honest. I was like, it's blue and black. I scrolled down to the comments and just was absolutely mind blown by the fact that people were seeing it as white and gold. And I was like, what? This makes no sense to me. And I remember, well, I think Benedict was the next one to come in, because he often arrived quite early as well. He walked in and I just like showed it to him immediately, and I was like, Benedict, what colour is this? And he went, white and gold. And I went, what? Probably not quite like that, because, you know, back when I wasn't so emotionally expressive, I was probably like, huh? Or something. But it was mind-boggling, to say the least. I was just like, what? How can you possibly see this as white and gold? This is blue and black through and through. And he was probably like, what? No. Something like that. It was a very Benedict response. So I'm just taking shots at Benedict. He doesn't even watch these videos. That's right, he'll never find out, probably. I forgot, we were meant to put another flower here, but I don't know what flower was meant to go here. Purple windflower, wasn't it? Purple windflower, that was it. We were meant to water a windflower. Windflower, whoa, whoa, windflower. That's a Mamma Moo song. Anyway, sorry, what was I saying? I forgot. It just blew my mind. And then, I can't remember who came in next. It was either Ned or it was William. Anyway, I think I should have done Ned. I can't remember what he said, to be honest. I'm sorry, Ned. It's okay, he also doesn't watch these videos. No one watches these videos. These videos who... oh, apart from Rach, I guess. But, you know, she's the exception. We didn't go to the same school anyway, so that's kind of different. Anyway, not the point. What's my point? Ned walked in, he probably said, I know, white and gold, or blue and black, I don't know. And we were just talking about it, and William came in and just shoved it in his face, and he just like took a look, and it was like, it's white and gold. And I was like, wow, this is mind-boggling. Actually, I think it was William next. Because I think it was a 1-2 punch of having both Benedict and William just come up to me and go like, oh, it's a white and gold dress. And I was just like, what? My mind. It's blue and black, how can this be? And of course, you know, back then, being much more answered and scientifically driven, I suppose, than I am now, I was like, oh, I must see how this is done. You know, you do a little bit of research, you read things about it, and if you didn't know, it's about the way... it's because the lighting in the scene is ambiguous that allows our brains to interpret the image 2 different ways. You can either see it as a white and gold dress under a blue lighting, or blue tint, somewhere like natural lighting that you might see outside in the sky or something. Or you might see it under as a blue and black dress, very highly saturated under an artificial store light, like a yellow light. And that's, it just completely depends on where you interpreted its location to be. And for me, I was like, oh, that looks like it's inside of like a shopping mall or something, under some really weird, poorly lit camera. And I was like, so it must be blue and black. I mean, other people were just like, oh, it must be, I don't know, I guess outside. I'm not quite sure of the interpretation, but it's under some sort of blue tint. It's white and gold, through and through. And thus leading to such extreme results. And I remember people edited it to try and portray what the other person, or the other group was seeing of like a blue and black dress or a white and gold dress. And I tried really hard to make myself see the white and gold dress. And I did it like once somehow. I managed to see it as a white and gold dress like a split second, and then like faded away, and I was like, oh no, come back, I miss you. I know I make it so dramatic, sorry. Anyway, that's the story of the dress. And I remember like we were talking about it like as our friend group rolled in before like form period started or whatever. We talked about it, and the bell rang, we all went off to our divs, as they're called, classrooms. And of course it became so viral that the other people there, aren't as keen internet users as much, knew about it as well. It was shared all over Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, I guess, whatever the time was. And I remember there was one person, this acquaintance, who sat like behind me or whatever, who could only see it as white and gold. He could not even fathom how it was blue and black. And I was like, what about this? What if I should? And I showed him the edited picture, which was tried to be edited to help people see the blue and black and white and gold versions. He looked at it, and he was like, yeah, but that's all white and gold to me. And I was like, what? Isn't that crazy? Just how our brains work. I mean, it's good because the brain takes a lot of shortcuts, if you don't know, to try and like help you interpret things swiftly, because you don't always have all the time in the world to try and interpret something in front of you. But again, these shortcuts can be taken advantage of here and there, and sometimes they just produce entirely false results. Like here with the dress, which by the way, the dress turned out to be blue and black, if you didn't realise in the end. I'm not sure why I'm saying if you didn't realise, if there's some sort of snarky thing. Do we need any more yellow flowers? I think we got all the yellow flowers we need, don't we? We can start moving them back. Does look like it, huh? Unless we want, like, the flowers to come up to here. I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it. No, I think I'll leave it like this. Oh, hello, present. Hello, puppet. So it turns out we didn't really farm many of these spring sakura blossom recipes, did we? Especially when they don't give us any. And I'm not keen to. Yeah, I don't think we need any more yellow flowers, to be honest. There's all orange flowers from here on out, so let's move them backwards to where they should be, back on Rainbow Road. I wonder if I look up the dress now, if I'll be able to see it as white and gold or blue and black. Even primed with his information. I spelled V wrong. The dress. No, it still looks blue and black to me, I'm going to be honest. What if I try really hard to make it look white and gold in my mind again? Okay, you gotta... See, the problem that I always have with it is the interpretation is under blue lighting, is the fact the background is so yellow. Or maybe that's because I already assumed it's in yellow lighting, where the background looks so yellow to me. Didn't cross my mind just now. It's so hard for me to see it as white and gold until I see the edited versions, but the edited versions are literally white and gold, so that almost seems like cheating in a way. To be fair, when I do see it as blue and black, it is a very washed out blue and black. It's like it's been sitting under the sun or something and it's lost all colour. You know, I can kind of see it as white and gold in this original. But when I make it bigger, as soon as I make it bigger, it looks blue and black to me. Oh, hello, Bruce. Don't mean... see... For a second there, it just looked white and gold. I just glanced over and I was like, it's white and gold under blue light. The problem is the background to me screams yellow light rather than blue light in my mind. So it's quite a different interpretation, huh? We have Flick as our visitor today. I don't know if we have any bugs to give him. I don't think we have a ladybug. I don't know if we caught 3 of them or not, so we might as well catch another one of you lot right now. But anyway, this dress sort of thing came up quite a few times. And it was the talk of a town in our school that day. We even showed it to the teachers. I can't remember what the teachers say, sorry, my memory's not that good. I don't remember everything. As opposed to what Ali seems to think I do. But yeah, this is really interesting. Anyways, some other like viral illusion things came up every now and again. And there's always just... oh, we forgot to analyse the fossil, didn't we? Whoops. No. Didn't mean to put that on. Go put your record on. Oh, I wanted to talk about that song. Okay, we'll talk about that another time because we're kind of committed to this illusion bit because I have more to say. Yeah, because it had not resurgences. It had like successes, I suppose, come every so often. This is not the right place. We don't have a tiger butterfly, really? I didn't know that. Apparently, we don't have a ladybug either. Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs awake. Clap your heels and do a little shake. So it's a Monty Penny reference right there. Oh, I need to do a Phineas and Ferb reference. Okay, I'm sure it'll come naturally. Anyway, what was the point? I don't know at that point. Audie, excuse me. Oh, Rowan's thinking. Oh well. Oh yeah, like successes came back. Like the next one was like the Yanny, Laurel, Yanny, Laurel sort of thing, where someone made a very nice site. What was I doing? ABD. They made a very nice site where you can like have a little slide and you can slide it back and forth between Yanny and Laurel to try and hear Yanny and Laurel. Oh, sorry, I probably should explain what it was. It was basically an audio clip of someone saying a name, like a dictionary reading for a name, and then it got like garbled somehow. Not garbled, it was just like low quality, which meant it was ambiguous what you were saying. So some people thought you were saying Laurel, like me, and some people thought you were saying Yanny, like other people. That one was something like, if depending on like which, either the high frequencies or the lower frequency your brain focused on. Don't look at me like that, Audie. You're the one who's doing exercises in front of the town hall, alright? Just give it a little bit of space on the door, okay? What are we doing? Where's Flick gone? That's what we're doing. And then we're going to go get this fossil assessed. He was around here somewhere. Yeah, depending which frequencies your brain focused on, depended on, resulted in you paying attention to different parts and hearing Laurel if your brain focused on the lower frequencies, and Yanny if your brain focused on high frequencies, something like that. Sounds maybe a bit wrong on that one. Don't like quote me on it or anything. So yeah, I actually can't believe we don't have a tiger butterfly. Commission a piece. What was I gonna say? I forgot. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, those audio ones are always very interesting. Like, it's got like a name of the effect or something, like McGrath effect, something like that. Or is there some guy going like, bah? But actually, I guess that one's different because that depends on you actually looking at the person's mouth, and despite it being the same sound, you interpret it as two different sounds depending on what his mouth movements are doing. Okay, slightly different effect because you don't see anyone saying Yanny or Laurel in this case. You just hear it. But there's another one. There's like a Ben 10 toy or something called like Brainstorm or something or whatever, which has that same effect on it. Either sounds like Brainstorm or I can't remember what the other term was. I don't know. You can search it up. You'll probably find it. Those ones are always fun, and that one was even better because I could actually because I couldn't naturally hear Yanny until I used that site, which like cut out the lower frequencies. And the Yanny Laura one, but like the Brainstorm one or whatever it was, I could hear both phrases if I just primed my brain prior to it. That's what it's all about, priming your brain beforehand, Then you can sort of like look at it and not understand, but like prime yourself to know what's going to be said. Like with a spinning ballerina illusion that always comes. Oh my god, I remember this happened once in PSHE or whatever. We were watching like a video, maybe it was history class or whatever, and then it had that spinning like girl advert on the side to be like, here's how to train your brain or whatever. Which way is the girl spinning? Or the ballerina spinning? And it was like left or right. And no, clearly a phony advert which you should not click on because it's, I don't know, maybe it's going to try and get you to sign up with your credit card information and steal your details or something, so obviously you don't do it, but Teacher, he was fairly young. I guess he's not that internet savvy. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that, but maybe he was just like amusing us or whatever, because we were just like, I don't know, because we were watching a video and he like minimized the video, like exited out full screen, and we saw it there, and the class was like, "It's spinning right." "Oh no, it's spinning left." And he's like, "Spinning both," and that sort of thing. And then and we were like, "Oh, come on, sir, click on it. Why don't you?" Something like that. I can't remember exactly how it goes. That's my impersonation of like a 13-year-old British teenager, I suppose. We should catch that ladybug. I want to check. Do we actually not have a tiger butterfly? I actually can't believe it if we don't. So we clicked on it. He had us vote and clicked on it. And I was like, you probably shouldn't do that. But he did it anyway. And then he like sent on some weird advert website, or it didn't load, and he just like closed out of it. It was like, alright then. That was uneventful. Just like this story, apparently. All my stories just like end with just like so abruptly, just like, oh, and that's what happened. Because there's no punchline. I guess I try and talk about them as if there's a punchline, as if it's leading up to like some sort of conclusion or moral. And I'm just like, oh no, and then it ends. Because that's real life. Has no morals. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. Also, where's Philip? He must be in the museum, but he wasn't in... Was he in Nooks? No, Raymond was in Nooks, wasn't he? I can't remember. The memories are so fuzzy for me. I don't wanna face that torment again. Sorry, that's another My Little Pony reference, not Phineas and Ferb. Rowan's thinking. What you thinking about, Rowan? What you thinking about? A floor light? You want a floor light? Sure, I mean, I'll just buy another one, I guess. I was going to put this down because that's what I was meant to do, but I suppose if you want one, Rowan, by all means take one. Okay, let's buy another one then, I suppose. Order another one from the store. I don't know, what other village? Oh yeah, and then there's that shoe one, wasn't it? I can't remember. It was like either the pink shoe or the green shoe, depending on how you looked at it. I can't remember what I thought it was, to be honest. I thought I looked at it and I was like, I think I thought it was green. I don't know. We can search it up again. We'll see. Let's get the orange one. Place another order. Rowan, you got a banging deal there. You got like 3/4 off, 25% of the price, unused. Baby shoes for sale, never worn. Sorry. 6-word horror stories. Let's put this orange light down before I forget. Because you know what begets those who forget? I forgot. I ordered it. It's not something I've got in my inventory right now, so apparently I forgot already. Lily is the only one in her house, surely. So she can be the only one crafting. Ooh, hello, red balloon. 99 red balloons. No. Let's try and search it up. What's it called? The shoe? The shoe people. I don't know what that is. What colour do you see it as? Is it pink and white, or is it green and grey? Or mint, I suppose, and grey. I see it as green and grey. This edited version sees that as pink and white. Cherry blossom wand. Pretty. Well, it sounds pretty. I don't know how pretty it actually is. I can see it as pink and white though. This one I can actually flick back and forth in my mind. Actually, now it looks pink and white to me under a blue camera. In fact, they both look pink and white to me. Oh my god, how is it flipped? Clearly, I've got to just like look away for a bit again. And then when I look back, it'll look pink and white. What's the cherry blossom one look like? Ooh. I don't know why that's highlighted. I guess that must be a new recipe we got a while back. I think that's all the illusions that came about. I don't know if there's been another one ever since. Sorry, let me have some water. Hello there, Lily. Are you crafting something spring blossom related? That is a tiny library. Apparently already know. When will our villagers teach us something we don't know? I wonder if there's like a list of recipes out there which villagers can teach you. We surely must have all of them by now. Yeah, again, I said that before, and we still, excuse me, got taught another one. I guess it's not quite that simple, because a lot of the time, you know, the cereal box problem. What's the expected value? Honestly, can't remember off the top of my head. But it was a problem I have solved before when I was younger. What should we do? Oh, we can put this pink tulip down, I guess. If we've got space for it. Yeah, why not put it down here? Then we need only one more pink flower. Through happenstance. And then we'll be good. For most of our flowers, to be honest. It's only really the black and orange flowers which need to propagate more. And they're not doing a very good job, are they? Sorry, I'm just shaming some flowers here. Is he an Able Sisters? He might be. I don't think we ever checked Able Sisters. So I'm a bit far away from the microphone again. It's weird how quiet Animal Crossing sounds to me now after playing Chicken Police, which I had to turn the volume up, like, way up. Otherwise I can't hear it properly. What is this? I don't know what dress that is. I don't think I've seen it before. But yeah, Chicken Police I play up, like, double the volume because it's so quiet for some. And, well, and to be fair, the best part of it is hearing the delivery of voices. Bubble skirt party dress. Honestly, don't recall seeing it before. Any of us other things we've never bought? I don't know if we've bought these Groucho glasses. Dance shoes. Don't know if we've seen these before. But we'll add them to our storage. I don't know how full our storage is going. Hopefully it's not too bad. What was I saying? Oh no, illusions. What other illusions are there? Oh, sorry, I'm tired. There's I remember when I used to go to Chinese school, it took place in like another high school in a different area from where I lived, which it never actually occurred to me when I was younger, because I went to Chinese school when I was very young, by the way. And when I say Chinese school, I mean like for the Chinese language, not like school in China. It was a Saturday school just to learn the language, and I remember when I lost my mind. No, it took place in another high school, and I remember when I was younger, I didn't realise that. I thought it was just like a school especially just for this Chinese school, but no, it took place in another secondary school, and they had like a little billboard, like class presentation thing up that one of the years did, and it was about illusions. I remember that. We don't need this. We don't need this. Nor this. Nor this. And I remember I used to look at it. Oh, you know what else is a really popular one? Is like these two circles are the same size, but you don't realise it because this one has big circles around it. This one has small circles around it. What else is popular? Have we haven't got the message in the bottle today, have we? I don't think we have. We should probably look for it. Yeah, so Tiny Library is the one Lily gave us. Oh, there you are, Flip. You've been here all this time? Where have you been all my life? No, they also had the snake one. Oh no, the two lines ones, you know, where we got like the lines converging into a point in the middle of a page, and we've got the two rectangles. It's like these two rectangles are the same size. There's also the snake ones where it's basically a load of spirals, and it's like, oh, it kind of looks like it's moving if you look around them. And then they had like the grid of squares, where it's like, if you look away, circles start to appear like in between the squares. Which, I'll be honest, when I was younger, that one never, for some reason, it never clicked in my brain. Like, I could see the circles, but it never clicked in my brain why it was an illusion. And I was like, yeah, it's just like, you can see the circles when you look away. I don't get it. It didn't click until like I was much older for some reason. I was like, oh yeah, it's because the circles aren't there, that's why it's an illusion. But for some reason, somehow I never pieced it together. I don't understand why. It's not like I didn't understand the weren't circles. I did understand it. It's just like I didn't understand what made it an illusion. And I was like, oh yeah. How about the most obvious solution? Is the fact that something's not there and you can see it as being there. Makes it an illusion. I feel like I've talked about illusions before, but I'm not actually sure if I have. I know, I went to an illusion once in a visit to Croatia with some university friends. That's kind of fun. Sorry, illusion museum once, not illusion once. That's good fun. Anyway, should we wrap this episode up here? Just conveniently when I'm out of things to talk about illusion-wise. Actually, that's not true, but I don't want to go on for like 8 minutes more talking about illusions. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated, and links down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.